Now, this article is a very beautifully written article which is giving you a growth comparison in the Nehru era, that is from 1950 to 1964. 1950 is the time period when Planning Commission was set up, and 1964 was the time when Nehruji died. Now, this period was chosen by the author because author P. Balakrishnan, he said that because there was certain integrity to the economic policy. Now, when you call about integrity, what do you mean by that? You mean that economic policy was completely free. When I say completely free, I mean free from political considerations. This was his view, and this is the reason he has chosen this period. That what was the growth record of Indian economy during this period, and he has compared this growth record over different dimensions. Now, this article, this recovery of India economic growth in the Nehru era, 1950 to 64, this article, this talks about, first of all, Mahalanobis model, and then wage goods model, which is your Vakil Brahmanan model, and then he has compared the two. We have already done 2 recordings, or maybe 3 recordings, based on Mahalanobis and Vakil and Brahmanan model in order to understand that. So please don't jump onto the article right away. Listen to those recordings first, then you will understand what author has tried to say. Trying to say here, because the way he has written, it is little difficult for a layman probably to understand what's going on. So if you listen to the recordings first, and then if you read the article, you will understand what's going on, right? Then I'm picking up his argument from the point where he started making the growth comparisons. Clear? Guys, one more thing, my suggestion to all of you is, please have a subscription of EPW. This is an extremely good weekly, and you should read as many articles as you can. I'll be picking up some articles, right? And I'll be picking up the most important points of those articles. I won't be like word to word telling you what that article is trying to say. I'll be telling you the most important points. So you listen to the recording first and then read the article. You have to read the article. There is no other way. You can't just depend upon recordings, right? You have to read the article. So please buy EPW subscription if you don't have. This will really be helpful, right? And if you make it a habit, whether you are giving an IES course or if you're giving an IAS course, or for example, if you are just a DU graduate, make it a habit. I mean, read at least 1 article a day of EPW, just 1 article a day. And I'm telling you, within 1 year, you will know much more economics than any person, okay, than any normal person. I'm not comparing you with professors, but you will have an arguments, you will have an opinion about certain things, right? So even if you don't get it in the initial go, doesn't matter, but it will be a very good exercise, you know. So just keep on reading it. Keep on reading it. This is a very good subscription. Please buy that, and this will help you out. I'm not EPW's agent. I'm just telling you as a friend that you have to buy this. Clear? This is important because you have to read the readings. You can't just depend upon recordings only, right? Anyhow, let's come upon. So this article, P. Balakrishnan, EPW 2007, now he is making this comparison. Now what did he say? So in the first column, this is the British period, okay? That is the second half of British Raj in India, 1900 to 1947, and 1950 to 64. This particular column is Nehru period, okay? Now, if you look at it, there are 2 points which author has made. One, that if you look at all of these sectors, primary, secondary, and tertiary, and you compare the growth rates of of 1900